Good morning. This is Chair French convening the regularly scheduled business meeting of the Kansas Corporation Commission for Tuesday, December 14th, 2021. On today's agenda, we have 18 consent agenda items and 2 noticed items. Joining me today are my fellow commissioners Dwight Keene and Commissioner Susan Duffy. We will begin with our consent agenda. Commissioners, you've had the opportunity to review all 18 of the items on the consent agenda. Let me ask at this time whether you have any questions about those items, beginning with Commissioner Keene.
None for me, thank you.
Thank you. Commissioner Duffy.
I have no questions or comments, and I move approval of the consent agenda.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the consent agenda. Is there any further discussion on that motion? Hearing none, those in favor, please vote aye.
Aye.
Aye. Consent agenda is approved. With that, we will now move to our 2 noticed items. Our first noticed item is in docket number 22, EKCE 188 COM, and this is a proposed order on prima facie determination in that docket. And our presenter is Mr. David Coden. Good morning, David.
Good morning, Chair. On October 26th, 2021, Dean Tollefson filed a complaint against Evergy with the Commission alleging that based on his tariff and usage, he should not be receiving demand charges. He requests a refund for improper charges and a copy of his tariff. This is a pretty quick order that just states that Mr. Tollefson complaint meets the requirements of 821.220B and therefore has established a prima facie case. I'm open for questions.
Thank you, Mr. Cohen. Any questions regarding this order, beginning with Commissioner Keene?
None for me, thank you.
And Commissioner Duffy.
I have no questions, and I move approval of the order.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the described order in this docket. Is there any further discussion on that motion? Hearing none, those in favor, please vote aye.
Aye.
Aye. The order is approved. We will now move to our second and final noticed order this morning. This is in docket number 22 EKCE 204 COM, and this is another proposed order on prima facie determination in that docket. And our presenter again is Mr. David Cohen.
Thank you. On November 5th, 2021, Mike Allen submitted a complaint against Evergy. Allen states that after reporting a flickering streetlight, Evergy sent staff to inspect his electrical box, and there they found gapped lugs, which create a potential fire hazard. Allen was told he would need to fix his box or service would be cut off. Allen agrees the electrical box should be repaired, but has had difficulty finding an electrician to do so and requests an extension from Evergy before they shut off service. KAR 821.220B requires that a complainant completely advise the Commission as to the provisions of law, regulation, or orders that are being violated. This complaint does not allege any violations of law, regulation, or orders, and therefore does not establish a prima facie case. The order finds that the complainant does not meet the procedural requirements of 821.220B and gives Mr. Allen 30 days to amend the complaint or it will be dismissed. I am available for questions.
Thank you, David. Are there any questions regarding this proposed order, beginning with Commissioner Keene?
None for me, thank you.
Commissioner Duffy.
Yes, I have a question. You did not mention whether the street light was fixed, the flickering street light that started the conversation.
You're right, I didn't, and I believe it was, but I'm not 100% sure on that. If you'd like, I can check and get back to you.
Okay, this light was across the street, like catty corner from this individual. And my understanding is they were able to tell that there was an issue, a serious issue with his electric box, right?
Correct.
Okay.
In my conversations with our staff, they said that electrical boxes, when they have alerts when certain things like high temperatures are detected, and that was what happened in this scenario. There was a temperature alert.
And so it was probably fortuitous that there was a blinking street light to bring to light this other more serious issue. And it's my understanding that the repair
Commissioner Duffy, we are losing your audio. You may need to turn off your video.
Sorry. My internet is fine. Can you hear me now?
Now,
Can you hear me now?
We do hear you now.
Okay, so I checked, they say it's fine, but anyway.
I think we may have lost Commissioner Duffy once again. Commissioner Duffy, I see you turned your video off. Do you want to try one more time? You're on mute. You are still on mute.
How's this?
Very good.
Okay, all right, here we go. So when I reconnect, I go on. Anyway, kind of a work in progress with the customer. So with that, I move approval of the order.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the proposed order in this docket. Is there any further discussion on that motion? Hearing none, those in favor, please vote aye.
Aye.
Aye, the order is approved. Thank you, David. With that, we have reached the end of the noticed items on today's agenda. If there is no further business to come before the commission this morning, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to adjourn. Those in favor, please vote aye.
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 Aye, we are adjourned. Thank you, everyone. Take care.
Thank you. Bye-bye.